children this old that are not with a caring loved one, I think you have to assume they're in some kind of jeopardy. They're not with their loved ones, so I'm very concerned about their welfare.
Oh, this is such a heart-wrenching case. The mother of these 3 missing boys, Andrew, Alexander, and Tanner Skelton, she reported them missing. They were gone when she arrived at her estranged husband's home to pick them up after the Thanksgiving holiday. Today, in our research, we discovered that back in 1998, Tanya Skelton, the mom, was charged with 2 sexual offenses, having sex with a minor and sexual contact with a minor. The boy was 14, and she served at least a year in jail. Now, I'm very reluctant to bring this up, Wendy Murphy, because this woman is going through hell right now, but we're doing it because, A, it came up in these legal papers, the divorce papers, and we just have to ask the question, does it have any legal relevance at this point?
No.
Well, you know, who knows? I can't connect the dots at this point, but, you know, look, she's a registered sex offender, and she wrapped all that up before she birthed any of these children. On the other hand, she was in her mid-30s at the time she was doing those nasty things to a adolescent child. You have to wonder whether there's just something about this family's relationships and who they hang with and what they're doing. I don't blame her. There's no reason to blame her. But, you know, what else was going on in the lives of those children that they've got a father who, you know, to me, what's weird about this case is if the father had a sex offense history, I'd have all kinds of theories about what he might have done with these boys. But he's the one without any kind of history. And then if he takes these children and he's dumping them on the side of the road, begging forgiveness, if he hated his wife because she was divorcing him, wouldn't he write a note instead of saying, please forgive me? Wouldn't he write, and that's what you get, you biatch, for, you know, dumping me and taking my children away from me. It doesn't make sense to me, Jane. None of this fits any picture of any case I can connect it to.
Well, maybe that's good news. Maybe then these kids are okay somewhere. Maybe he took them to his parents once in Florida. So who knows? He's a long-haul truck driver. Linda, Missouri, your question or thought, man?
Yes,
Linda.
I'm here.
Yeah, hi. What's your question or thought, man?
Well, my thought is that Mark is absolutely wrong, because when you have parents who have problems, I don't care whether it's father against mother, mother against father, and it happens all the time, these kids are in danger, and our court system is not paying any attention. They're not listening, and they are not protecting any of the kids. My grandkids, we've been fighting for them for over 10 years.
Yeah, I got to go to my big issue, and that is, you know, this is a nasty divorce. Dr. Dale Archer. Divorce always seems to be a danger zone, a time when these horrific kinds of things seem to happen. Why?
It's definitely a danger zone because it's high stress. And you look at this family, and clearly this is a dysfunctional family. You have the mom who was a sex offender. You have the dad who has psychiatric issues. You put all that together, you throw a high-stress divorce in there, and the guy clearly got depressed. And then the question is, what did he do at that point? And I do want to respond also and say that, you know, I'm not saying that definitely that something bad has happened to these kids. You hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst.
Nancy Grace will have much more on this heart-wrenching case at the top of the hour right here on HLN. Up next, new